We don't want that to happen, so this army will move east. They like taking the shortcut, which might be a good reason to colonize those provinces as soon as possible. Just so that they'll be marching through our territory. Let's get our Diplotech up. So Mergen is now core, so I'm going to give that over to our Ulama. They're happy with us, and the Merchant Guilds almost are. I'm just going to move over here. Everything east to the Volga we're going to occupy. Okay, so let's see, Volhynia is knocked out of that war. And they had to give up their alliance with Muscovy, which is nice. That should mean that Poland can try to take back some of its territory from them. Not sure if I want that long term, but certainly will help in some of these upcoming conflicts with Muscovy if they have to fear a strong Polish presence to their west. So there's a large Muscovite army here, but it's trying to move west. So we'll simply avoid it for now. Okay, these troops are moving north. I do like that. In this province, we're giving to the Merchant Guilds. Nice, fun victory at Vyatka. Could have gone for manpower there. But I think we need to focus on the long term, which means getting military power, developing. Okay, our army is taking its sweet time, but it shouldn't be long. Okay. So all of this netted us exactly nothing. However, we did get 12 power projection, which is nice, keeps us about 50 longer. Weakened Muscovy in a critical area. And we now have 40 favors with the Ottomans, so we're going to buy up that trust. Keep 10 so we can call them into a war. As well top off those relations. Fabricate that claim. And we didn't force that onto Perm, so we can actually invade them as soon as we want. So we've got all sorts of opportunities. We can turn on people all around us. And that's a very nice feeling. Okay, so Korea is not yet ready to take us as an ally. I'm not sure if we will try to cultivate a friendship there any longer. Don't like this. Don't like that one bit. That's painful because our manpower is so low. And now we don't have any rebel problems here. And I'm going to give this to the emirs to make them a little happier and actually even develop with a step. So they shouldn't be disloyal for very long. Get some free stability, that'll help with our corruption. And I just want to check now our Ottoman claims versus ours. And no overlapping claims, that's nice. Lost a general. I'm just going to leave this army here for the moment. We just don't have the manpower to fight a two-front war. Actually, I think I'm going to pull this army for a southern campaign. And we do have colonists at work, so we can't drop our army maintenance. But we'll deal with those financial problems soon enough. Okay, we can get claim here. And now that is war. Yeah, the good thing about having this much military power and not working on any military ideas is we can raise some war taxes. That'll decrease the amount of money we're hemorrhaging just a little bit. I'm not sure if it's really a great idea to vassalize Persia, but I'm going to do it. It looks like they're hurting badly already. And I think they want to actually attack No, they're marching back, so we're going to wait for them to get locked in. We'll get military access. Which will afford us the opportunity to swoop in to the south here to Shiraz. Make our ulama happy. And things are progressing pretty nicely. The thing that we did lose is our spy helping us with tech. And I'm noticing Persian separatists popping up all over the place. That could work to our benefit, although they could actually just kill these troops that we're sending in, and I'd rather not lose nearly 3,000 troops. So hopefully that doesn't pan out that way. And after this war, I think we're going to need to recover a little bit and regain some manpower before we launch another war. I don't like all those rebels around. I need to get this army out of there as soon as possible. Okay, but we now can simply make them a vassal and give up. Just claim Mongolistan. Yeah, we'll let them keep the rest, actually, even on our allies. This would be nice. I don't think there's anything. No, we can force them to accept our religion. It sounds like a great idea. So we'll befriend them a little, and their liberty desire is going to jump up if any of these provinces defect to them, but we should be perfectly fine in that regard. We're going to royal marriage them as soon as possible to ensure that we can counteract any large jumps that way. And this war's almost over. I don't see much reason why I shouldn't take all of their stuff. And that is a much stronger nation than we had. I'm going to keep this fort. It protects our colonies, so I do like that. I don't think I'm going to decrease the autonomy. We're just going to start coring and keep an army up there to deal with rebels. Okay, Muscovy just formed Russia. Just gave them a little bit of prestige and all sorts of claims. They only have one ally, Adoyev, and that's not going to do them a whole lot of good. So let's start improving relations with Persia. And prepare for that period of long peace that I just promised. So we're going to try reconquest of these cores. Long period of peace. had a chance to get a lot of manpower back. And I'm going to raise war taxes again. Keep this army up here, pay them full wages. And we're going to pay for this fort, but I don't think we need a whole lot of our others to be getting full maintenance. So we're going to disable a lot of them, just to cut costs a bit. And I don't think we need all of our cavalry here in the mountains, suffering attrition. So we're going to start capturing some territory. I think we're actually going to hold on to this territory for ourselves until the end of the war, at which point we will gift it all over to Persia. Probably give them one province, just to make them happy. Or army reformer. Hopefully there's a manpower guy, and there is not. Okay, I think we can start working on this area just to give us better movement between our western reaches and our eastern. And I would also like to start closing off the coast. Move over to Kamchatka, rob those eastern Siberian tribes. And we're losing even more money. Okay, Orda. Which is actually, I believe it's Ribalt, is what Pagaya translates from in Russian. So it's like a horse Ribalt colored. So this is a horde of the Ribalt color. Could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what it is. Ming is pushing into Southeast Asia and the Burma region. And we're just going to have 2,000 men here. Leaving 2,000 because we got low manpower and attrition would just senselessly kill people if we left 1,000. Let's top off relations with the Ottomans. And Tabriz surrendered. So I'm going to pull this guy back from Persia. This war is not going to last another 2 years. Let's see what offer they offer. Not good enough. So we are going to take these, all that. No one really seems to care. That is great. I'm not sure if I want a Persian vassal to have to pay for all of these forts. So I'm going to break this one. It's in the mountains, so we don't really want to attack into it anyway. So that's broken. And now we're going to make them very happy. So they got a little bit of territory out of that. But we are going to grant a province, Semon, so they lose Liberty Desire. And it doesn't increase their overextension because it's their core. Then we're going to grant them Tehran. And we're going to grant them Mazandaran. Galan. Artbil. And Tabriz. Now we're at peace. I do want to check to see what we have marked as being of special interest to us. And just make sure that that's not going to cause any problems. Okay, it looks good there. And let's see how Delhi and Sindh feel about matters. Okay, they have all of this claimed. Delhi does too. So we're actually going to rein our claims back in a little bit here. Except for these are Persian cores, so we're going to mark them of vital interest. We could rival Iraq or Korea. I think we're going to do Korea. And one of the reasons why is that once we've rivaled somebody, nice, free stability, we're already at +3. But the principle of this is nice. So we've rivaled somebody, we can break a royal marriage. Looks like they did it first. And we need to improve relations with some of our allies again. Let's top off relations with Bengal. And we should have some rebels pop up here, no surprise. I'll pull this army back. We're still really far ahead on military tech, so I think I will develop our manpower just a little bit. Bukhara. Yeah, we'll develop at 1. Alright, I think I will end this video here. And just make sure I have enough room on my computer, then I'll start up another one and try to think about what our next target is going to be. Obviously we need some manpower, we need to pay off our loans, so we're going to let these rebels pop, drop maintenance, and then plan out war, probably finish off our ambitions in Manchuria. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon.